name is Farah Fauziah, and here's my friend.
Tubagus Riadurrohman.
And our today's topic is about your favorite reality figure. Everyone should have their own favorite figure in reality figure, right? And how about you? Is there any person that you really like in reality figure?
My favorite person in this field is, of course, the legendary author of the Lord of the Rings series, J.R.R. Tolkien. He is such a great person, you know. He is a war veteran of the First World War, and of course, he is, a legendary author in of itself. And yeah, he is also a professor of the one of the best university in the world, Oxford University.
Wow, Oxford is really cool. I mean, what does he do before? He wrote a book, right?
So before he wrote the Lord of the Rings, he enlisted in this huge war, the First World War, and even reached Lieutenant.
It's really cool. I mean, besides his experience in war, what or why does he influence in reality field?
So, of course, without his work like Lord of the Rings series or even the less famous Hobbit series, there will be no such thing as the modern depiction of elf, troll, or even goblin. The green characteristic of the goblin comes from Lord of the Ring, and even the handsome elf and beautiful elf.
Yeah, Legolas.
Yeah, like it comes from Lord of the Ring.
Yeah.
So without Lord of the Ring, there will his work really influenced the whole fantasy genre as a whole.
Well, I mean, I know about his work. I mean, how or when you know about him? I mean, Tolkien is kind of old writer, right?
Yeah, he's a very old writer.
Yeah.
Already died. Not disrespect, of course, but yeah, he already died. Peace be upon him.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. So I know about him. The first time I knew about him is when I watched this movie called The Hobbit. The Hobbit triggered something within me. The theme of The Hobbit is basically adventure. Sometimes adventure call us even though we don't want it. And it is our responsibility to answer it back or not.
Oh, it's really cool.
So yeah. So it triggered something within me to do something a little bit out of the box just for the sake of adventure. Like doing fishing with my friend.
Yeah.
Like doing a little bit something dangerous like speeding on a highway.
Hey, you can't do that.
I know, right?
I mean, based on your talk about Tolkien is a really inspiring figure.
Right.
I mean, as an English education student, how will you implement his thoughts in your future career?
So yeah, once again, I do a little bit something out of the box. Like one day I do a little bit like that, and the other day I do the other thing that way, just for the sake of the box adventure.
It's
Man,
really impressive.
just because we live once, we must do our best to maximize our happiness and doing our best to do good in this world. Because we live once, of course.
It's really impressive, guys.
How about you, Farah?
Well, my favorite figure in the LT field is C.S. Lewis. He's an English professor in Oxford University,
Wow.
theologian, and also an author of famous work called The Chronicles of Narnia.
I know that.
I know you know about him. Well, I know about Lewis when I was a child. I was seen his movie in television, The Chronicles of Narnia, the first movie, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and his work is really cool to watch.
Speaking lion is a very
Yeah.
good concept, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
actually it's based on all people. It's really cool.
And so basically, Louis is such a great guy. He has, have very good, backstory. So how can he influence the ILTP fields?
Well, besides his work, Lewis is also write some essays and some poems, and also very active to write journal in his working days as a professor in Oxford University. There is one thing that he wrote in his book called "The Magician's Nephew." His write about what you see and what you hear depends on a great deal on where you are standing. It also depends on what kind of person you are. I mean, it's about that everyone or everything has their own side, has their own perspective. It's like a coin. So I want to become a teacher that not only influence my student to become a genius or smart person, but also become a good and kind person. I want to influence my student, and I want to become a teacher that can see two sides of the world, not only the good but also the evil. I want to influence my student to become a kind-hearted person.
So basically, what C.S. Lewis is saying is that there's no true black and white in this world.
Yeah, right.
And we must be able to see from the neutral side.
Right. So basically, those thoughts is about the balance in our life. It's really cool to me, and I want to implement that.
So I think the time is up. The azan already
Yeah,
even started.
it's almost dark, man.
So yeah, it's almost 7 minutes. Thank you for watching or listening to us, and have a great day.
Yeah, have a great day,